What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tom Dark channel. I'm your host, Tom Dark, and today I'm going to be talking about a topic that I'm pretty late to be honest, but when aren't I? But it's something that I'm somewhat passionate about anyway, so I think it's important to discuss. MrBeast. As far as I know, he's the biggest YouTuber right now, certainly the most popular English-speaking YouTuber, and he's come under fire recently for a video of his that he made. It managed to generate quite a bit of controversy for, well, a pretty stupid reason if you ask me. The video in question was released 2 weeks ago and is titled 1,000 Blind People See for the First Time.
In this video, we're curing 1,000 people's blindness.
And the video sounds pretty exaggerated, but in the video itself, he does hold true to the promise. He basically pays for 1,000 people to have a simple but expensive surgery done on them to cure their blindness. And obviously, this video, while not only being entertaining, given the fact that it has nearly 100 million views as of the time that I'm recording this, it also does a good deed, right? It cures 1,000 people of an ailment and allows them to see. Being able to see is something that many people take for granted, and you know, here MrBeast is helping some people to see, helping them restore their vision out of his own pocket, helping 1,000 people, and also making a video about the issue to spread awareness about the fact that, you know, a lot of people are blind, but thanks to this simple procedure, that could easily be fixed, right? It's undeniably a good deed, and I would argue that it raises awareness for an issue that more people should think about. You know, the fact that a lot of people can't afford healthcare, can't afford this procedure, but they probably should be able to. But of course, people on the most cancerous website known to man, Twitter, somehow found a way to complain about this and have an issue with it. Nevertheless, it was actually Twitter leftists, okay? Twitter socialists, Twitter communists had an issue with it. And when you hear that they had a stupid take, you just know that you're in for a real treat, okay? An avalanche of autism, if you will. It kind of started, as far as I'm aware, with this tweet. There's something so demonic about this, and I can't even articulate what it is. And this tweet itself didn't say much other than calling the video demonic. You know, there's nothing really descriptive about it. The person later followed up with another tweet being like, if the fact that like some YouTube millionaire can pay for people to have their like eyes fixed but no one else will doesn't set off alarm bells in your head, then that's probably a bad idea, right? You should have red flags setting off in your head that, like, you know, we have this societal issue, I guess. And that's a fine tweet. Like, you know, it's kind of dumb to direct that anger towards MrBeast, but I get the frustration. But this ended up snowballing into a whole other ball game, okay? It really opened the door for a bunch of other people to go all in on MrBeast and try to like pick apart what he's doing wrong with this video, and how the actual real intellectual take is that curing people's blindness in a video is bad or morally neutral, and him making a video about it is evil and also bad. It's a never-ending cycle of content creation that makes MrBeast feel insidious. The underlying notion that if the camera wasn't on to feed the machine, nothing would happen. The dystopian thought we're reliant on YouTube views instead of a competent government for assistance. And this is a somewhat fair frustration, like I said, but this is not MrBeast's fault or anything, right? There's not a ton he can do about it. He's just a guy who decided to use his platform to raise awareness for this issue and also directly help a bunch of people out who have this problem themselves. The problem is not that MrBeast is using his money to help people. This is objectively good. The problem is MrBeast is a big fan of capitalism, which is the system that led these people to not have the universal healthcare, so they would not have needed this in the first place. Wow, what riveting social commentary, Mr. Beard. Please tell me more. Please explain to me how enlightened you are, okay? Like, this is just totally nothing social commentary that does nothing. Why even bring this up as if MrBeast like created capitalism? Would this finally be a good thing for you if he decided to make a video with a hammer and sickle and explain why communism is good and then cured 1,000 people? Or would it be better for you if he didn't cure 1,000 people and just did a video about how everyone needs to subscribe to like ContraPoints or something? Is that what you need? Truly no good deed goes unpunished for this type of person. This MrBeast stuff is pretty fascinating, but it's also pretty simple. He does exploit people for personal financial gain. The end result is good because some people are getting what they need, but he is not a good person because of it. And I guess I fail to see the real exploitation here, right? Like, if raising awareness is a good thing and these people want to be in a video and they want their blindness cured, then I really fail to see how this doesn't make him a good person. Ask the 1,000 people he helped if he's a good person and see what they say about it. He can't help everyone, obviously that much is true, but even if he does help like a certain amount of people, even if he does do a good thing for a certain amount of people, he should definitely be praised for it. And it's like, okay, well, why does he have to make a video about it? Well, the videos are the reason why he has the money to do that in the first place, right? Building the brand, building the MrBeast name up in the public eye. Without that, he wouldn't have any money and nobody would get helped. And MrBeast himself actually did respond to all of this by saying, Twitter, rich people should help others with their money. Me. Okay, I'll use my money to help people, and I promise to give away all my money before I die. Every single penny. Twitter, MrBeast bad. And this is completely correct, right? The problem that most leftists have with rich people is that they hoard their wealth, right? Rich people hoard their wealth and they don't share it with anyone, and then other people can't get access to services that they may need, while the rich person gets to live a super lavish lifestyle at the expense of others, right? That's what exploitation is all about. But MrBeast, right, what he does with his money is take it and use it to help others actively, okay? He even admitted that he loses money on every single video that he posts. Now, that's not to say that he doesn't use any of his money, because I'm sure he does. I'm sure he has like a car and a house and shit like that. Maybe even a nice car, maybe even a nice house. But the guy literally uses his money to help others directly. So I really fail to see the issue here. He's a model example of like someone with money who does a good thing. And many will say they have a problem with this video because it plays into the system of capitalism capitalism, right? Which is why these people couldn't get this surgery in the first place. But like, MrBeast is not the president, okay? He's not a politician. He's not capable of changing the law and getting the government to shell out trillions of dollars to help everyone with some kind of health issue that they cannot pay for the procedure to get it fixed, right? I mean, he's just not a politician. He's not an activist. He's a YouTuber. And he's the example of someone who is a millionaire, but also redistributes a large portion of that wealth to others directly. If your problem with people being rich at all is just that they are rich in and of itself, then you have, because there will always be rich people, there will always be people who win, and there will always be people who lose. The best you can hope for, really, is that the people who win decide to help others, decide to help those who lose. And in this case, he is. But there will always be people who are better at things than others, and what MrBeast is really good at is making money from his YouTube videos. He's actually great at it, considering he's like the most popular out of all of us. But he literally uses that money, not even to donate it to charity, but he directly gets in contact with the people in need. In this case, he got in contact with a clinic, and he literally himself paid for all of these people's problems to go away. And then you have the response from someone when they say, oh, well, he should have just made a video raising awareness instead. People honestly praising MrBeast yet again. The guy does poverty tourism for cash. If he pays a person's medical bills, lottery style, without informing anyone with his platform that he needs to do that. He's just profiting off his ability to do so. And of course, the biggest problem someone like the Surfs, a Twitch leftist, would have with someone is that they're not raising awareness enough, right? Because that's all the people like Lance from the Surfs do. They raise awareness. They don't donate to anything. They don't give any of their own money. Sometimes they'll do like a charity fundraiser, but it's just their audience's money. They don't actually like, suffer for it. They don't actually contribute anything. In fact, they only benefit from it by looking good to their audience and being like, guys, look, here's this charity. I donated $20. If we all donate $20, we can donate $1,000. And like, that's a good thing, but at the same time, you're not doing it for an altruistic reason whatsoever. So don't even pretend to. And you know what, Lance from the Surfs, I'll actually break something to you, okay? I'll tell you what, bro. Raising awareness does literally nothing. It only allows you to post that you did something important by telling other people that an obvious problem exists, okay? It's bragging rights. It makes you look good. Instead, MrBeast literally awareness in a bigger way than you ever will in your lifetime, okay? With this one video, he's been more popular than anything you'll do in your entire life. He decided to highlight the issue to 100 million people, and he directly tackled it by curing 1,000 of those people of their blindness. Like, I don't know if you guys know who Lance from the Surfs is, but this guy is one of the most consistently stupid motherfuckers out there with every single take. Like, I can feel my brain cells being sucked into the screen with everything he says. He's so monumentally frustrating. And Jimmy himself actually responded. He fired back by saying the following: it did raise awareness and get tons of people talking. Also, what profits? The average MrBeast video lost 1.5 million last year, lol. And Lance responds by saying, you're completely correct that it has gotten people talking. I will take the L on that and delete the tweet. But come on, Jimmy, are you serious? You have multiple channels, a clothing line, an international fast food chain that's in my city. You're not in the business of losing money. So now the claim has been walked back from, oh, well, he didn't raise awareness enough, to instead, oh, well, you're not poor. So get mad at Hassan for buying a Porsche and a nice house then, you idiot. But no, you would never do that, because it's not wrong to participate in the system that already exists as long as you're fighting against it, right? And what's the most important way to fight against it? Get mad on twitch.com. Yeah. You. And yeah, this is why I hate these people, by the way, okay? I have leftist friends that I'm cool with. There's no issue with them. I really even am sympathetic to their plight, the idea that people can't get, like, socialized medicine and stuff like that. I understand the frustration there. But like these leftist e-celebs on Twitter who incessantly scold anyone over nothing, when they themselves are just getting moderately rich off of raising awareness and not actually doing anything for the political cause they claim to care so much about. I mean, these people suck so goddamn hard, okay? I hate them for real. They suck. I have a video about this kind of stuff. Regardless of how much of a nice guy any of these people seem, being a messiah for clicks is not the solution for structural issues. Well, once again, MrBeast is a YouTuber, not a politician, so just keep that in mind here. But what the hell are any of you guys doing for structural issues? Crying on Twitter? Because as far as I'm aware, that's all you people ever do. And after 5 years of crying about structural issues on Twitter, has anything changed for you? No. Oh, so maybe if you actually care and aren't just posturing for clicks, then you should go out of your way to use some of the money you generate from your channels to actually cause political action, or start a charity or something, or contribute to someone else's charity to help people in the issues you claim about, instead of making videos raising awareness, which is the equivalent of jerking off. And what is especially funny is that MrBeast literally seems to be like on these people's side as far as the solution that he thinks would be the best for curable blindness. He seems to think it should be like some kind of government fix. I don't understand why curable blindness is a thing. Why don't governments step in and help? Even if you're thinking purely from a financial standpoint, it's hard to see how they don't benefit from taxes, from people being able to work again. Like, the only difference between these people and him is that he actually does something about it and they don't. He actually goes out and helps this issue, and they do nothing. They whine on Twitter, and that's it. And actually, Call Me Carson posted like a pretty funny meme about all this, which is I don't really have much to add to it. Instead, I think I'll just play it here for you all to see. He just makes people dance on camera for basic human needs so he can make millions. So weird. And what is ironic about this is implying that this is like just the only thing he does, right? Like he makes these videos and then screws off to his mansion and lives it up like a filthy capitalist. When in reality, a good portion of his life is actually spent helping other people. MrBeast is known for videos featuring huge cash giveaways and prizes, as well as charity work. In 2021, he launched a separate philanthropy-themed YouTube channel, which itself has more than 10 million subscribers, and he has a licensed charity that functions as a food bank to feed communities across the US. Yeah, I mean, so for those of you guys who don't know, MrBeast actually runs a food bank where he helps people across the United States, and the scale of things is pretty impressive when he shows it off in videos. And he frequently does other charitable things like helping people with his money, and if he makes content out of it, then I don't see the issue. Like, where do you think the money comes from in the first place? None of the people that he helps would be helped at all, okay? The blind people, the people who need food from the food bank, none of them would be helped if he wasn't making YouTube videos, okay? He wasn't born with a money printer in his ass. He has to make videos to build the brand and generate revenue and then help more people. I really just have a hard time understanding how these people can think about this for more than like 10 seconds and actually still be upset with him. The people criticizing him are mostly cowardly hypocrites as far as I've seen, who will complain and complain and complain about these issues and, you know, somehow complain about him working to solve them and raising awareness about it while they actually don't do anything at all. They just sit on their ass and like stream on Twitch. It sucks. But you know what? MrBeast is good, so I guess if there's a positive message from this video, praise MrBeast. His charities are good and stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna suck his dick a little more. Why don't I? The based cream king of YouTube. And anyway, yeah, that about wraps up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. A little bit more political in this one, but just a lot of stupid going around on Twitter these days, and I just felt the need to call it out, okay, to point it out, to destroy it. And if you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like on it. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Drop a comment down below with your thoughts, whether you agreed or disagreed. It's good to hear what you guys had to say. It's always good to hear from the Tom Dark audience, okay? And I'll see you all in the next video real soon. In the meantime, join the Discord at turkeytom.gg to become a part of the Tom Dark community, and check out my website at turkeytom.net, which now has a page specifically for all of the recent fan art contest submissions. Okay, bye.